Welcome to English Classes Online. In today's video, we are going to look at top tips and tricks for summary writing. Whether you are a student preparing for exams such as the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, or you are just looking to improve your summary writing skills, this video is for you. We are going to give you valuable tips and techniques to tackle summary questions effectively. And we will also walk you through some sample West African Senior School Certificate Examination questions to illustrate how to respond correctly. I am Benjamin from English Classes Online. Let's dive into the lesson. Why is summary writing an important section in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination? It is quite obvious. Summary writing carries 30 marks, and you know what that means. So if you learn how to summarize a passage and do it quite well, chances are that you can score the maximum marks, and that will boost your overall score in the exam. Besides, summary writing is a very important skill that is increasingly required even for job employment in some large organizations, in some big establishments. You might be required to showcase your summary writing skills as part of your interview or tests. Okay. Now, what is summary writing all about? It's really important. A summary is a brief statement of the main ideas in a passage or text. Summarizing is a skill that is of central importance to your success in all your studies. Whether you are a science inclined student or you are an arts inclined student or indeed a commercial student, you will always need the summarizing skill to be able to ace your various exams. Your ability to extract the main ideas from what you are reading is key to your academic success. So summarizing is central to success in all fields of life. Now, what does the summary questions require you to do? This is one important thing we need to find out. You are required to summarize certain ideas in the passage and to do that in a specified number of sentences. Now, let's take a look at some example. In 3 sentences, one for each, state 3 benefits derived from forests. This is just an example of, what a summary uh, question looks like in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination. In 3 sentences, one for each, state 3 measures to control deforestation. You see, so here you are required to summarize the passage in 3 sentences. And the ideas you are to summarize are already given. State 3 benefits derived from forests. In the second one, state 3 measures to control deforestation. So you should be able to extract those ideas relevant to the key words stated here: measures to control deforestation or benefits derived from forests. Okay. And so these exam questions are from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, June 2020. So they are real past Wassce questions. Moving further, what we want to begin to look at the top tips on how to answer summary questions in the exam. And what we are going to do is to examine 7 key steps to take. We want to look at the key steps, the actual key steps that you need to take. So come with me as we begin to look at them. Step number 1, read the question first. Reading the questions first will help you to know what to look for when you start reading the passage. This enables you to read with a purpose, and then you can scan for answers right away. It, quickens the process. All right? It facilitates understanding and it saves time. So reading the question first is one of the top tips. You need to read the question first to have an overview of what the entire passage is about, even before reading a single line in the passage. Okay? Step number 2, read the passage carefully and make sure you understand what it is all about. Read with a purpose, read with the intention of identifying the key ideas required for answering the summary questions. Okay? That is exactly a very important step to take. Then step number 3, extract the points you are asked to summarize the moment you come across them in the passage. How do you do this? By using context clues to identify the points required in the questions. Okay? You need to look for the keywords contained in the summary questions, and these keywords will serve as the context clues. A clue is something that signals, that points in the direction of what you are looking for. Okay? Let's look at examples in those questions we earlier saw. In 3 sentences, 1 for each, state 3 benefits derived from forest. So the key words here are benefits derived from forest. And these should serve as context clues so that as you begin to read the passage, once you come across words that are related to benefits derived from forest, then you begin to extract the main ideas that you will use in presenting your summary answers. Okay? Then in 3 sentences, 1 for each, state 3 measures to control deforestation. So the key words here are measures to control deforestation. Okay? Step number 4, reconstruct or paraphrase the points you extracted from the passage in your own sentences. Okay? Paraphrasing is a very critical step, because you are not expected to, lift the words of the writer verbatim and then present them. No, you will be guilty of one of the don'ts for summary writing, and that is what is called mindless lifting. Okay? That means copying directly from the passage. You don't do that. You need to change the writer's words into your own words, yet maintaining the writer's idea. Okay? So to paraphrase the writer's sentences, you need to use certain word reduction methods. Let's look at some of them. A, change the perfect tense to the simple tense. For example, the soldiers have killed 10 insurgents. Assuming you have this in a passage and the sentence is made up of 6 words, then you can reduce the words to 5 by changing, the perfect tense to the simple tense. The soldiers killed 10 insurgents. So you just remove the, you know, the word have. The soldiers have killed. Instead of have killed, you simply say the soldiers killed 10 insurgents. Okay. Another example, change passive to active verbs. For example, this book was written by Adichie. You have 6 words. You change it to active, it becomes Adichie wrote this book. So you reduce 6 words to 4 words when you change the passive to the active verb. Another technique is to remove modifiers. Modifiers are words that, describe other words, that are used to describe other words. For example, Ada's bag is blue in color. So is blue in color. In color here is even tautological, because once you say Ada's bag is blue, that suffices. Okay, you don't need these additional modifiers. Okay, so you remove them, and what you have is Ada's bag is blue. So you reduce the first sentence containing 6 words to 4 words, as you see in the second sentence. Okay. Now, another technique is to remove examples or illustrations. For example, most of the roads are full of potholes, and some are too narrow to accommodate 2 vehicles coming from opposite directions. Here you have 21 words. And so there are a lot of examples, that are used to uh, convey a very simple message. So when you eliminate the examples or illustrations, what you have will be most of the roads are bad. Everything in sentence I is simply pointing to the fact that the roads are bad. Okay, so you can reduce the first sentence of 21 words to the second of 6 words, and both are saying something similar. Okay, so that's how to paraphrase. There are other ways of paraphrasing. Okay, but these are just few examples. Now, step number 5, present your answers in the specified number of sentences. Okay, you need to make sure you use 3 sentences to convey 3 points as specified in the question. So this is one of the top tips, and this is one of the secrets, uh, behind the poor performance of most students when it comes to summary writing, because they do not observe the rules. The instruction here is that in 3 sentences, 1 for each, state 3 benefits derived from forests. So you need to present your answers in the specified number of sentences. Here, the number of sentences specified is 3. So if you write 4, you are getting it wrong. If you write 5, you are getting it wrong. You need to write in 3 sentences. No more, no less. Okay? Now, you cannot write 4 sentences where you are required to write only 3. That's just very important to note. And that is why it is summary writing. You are reducing words, you are not increasing words. You are not writing an essay. In essay writing, you are expected to develop your paragraphs in several sentences. In summary writing, you are expected to reduce a long passage into a few sentences. Okay. Now, in presenting your summary answers, you may or may not use a preamble. For example, you may decide to use this preamble. 3 benefits derived from forest are, this is what we call a preamble. A preamble is an opening statement, indicating what is to follow, okay? And so here you then present the answers, you know, to show exactly what you have already stated in the opening statement. 3 benefits derived from forests are: I, forests protect lands against erosion. Forests provide wood for producing paper. Forests provide food for human beings and animals. All right. So, of course, this is from West African Senior School Certificate Examination of June 2020. Okay. And this is exactly the way to go. Step number 6, make sure you use complete sentences in your answers. It's important. You need to avoid the use of phrases, subordinate clauses, or any other incomplete expressions. For example, uh, when you write protecting lands against erosion, it is incomplete because this is not a complete sentence. A sentence is a group of words containing the subject-verb combination and expressing a complete thought. Okay. Now, the way to present this as a complete sentence is to say forests protect lands against erosion. This is complete sentence. Next, if you say bad roads, this is incomplete. This is simply a noun phrase. You are not asked to summarize in phrases. You are asked to summarize in sentences, okay? So you will lose marks if you write in phrases instead of writing in sentences. The complete sentence is the roads are bad. Okay? The last but not the least step number 7, cross-check your work. You need to make sure you correct any errors in your answers. For example, you need to correct grammatical errors, spelling errors, punctuation errors, capitalization errors. All right, so you need to correct, cross-check your work, edit your work to make sure that the answers you are presenting are completely free from errors. Because when you commit any error, whether it is grammatical or spelling, punctuation or capitalization, you are going to lose some marks. Okay? So, and this is where we draw the curtain on today's video. I hope you actually enjoyed the video. Now, we've been actually looking at summary writing. Okay, we've been looking at top tips and tricks for summary writing, and we looked at some West African Senior School Certificate Examination questions, and we used them to illustrate, to show you how to take practical steps to present your answers correctly in summary writing. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you click on the notification so that whenever new videos are uploaded on the channel, you will receive instant notification. All right? So that's exactly the way it is. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video.
subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find a bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important.